Tomorrow night, 48 Hours focuses on a father, a son, and a murder case. Frank O'Connell promised he'd always be there for his son, Nick, but that was tough to do from a prison cell. As Troy Roberts reports, the son always felt that his father was innocent. The question, though, was could he prove it?
When Nick O'Connell was 4 years old, his father was sentenced to 25 years to life for first-degree murder. But Frank O'Connell has always maintained his innocence. And Nick has always believed him.
Every day for 27 years, I wake up knowing a good, innocent man is being punished again today.
I don't deserve this. I wasn't a thug in the community that they need to sweep up and get up off the streets.
In 1984, LA County Sheriff's detectives accused Frank O'Connell of shooting his ex-girlfriend's ex-husband, Jay French, and speeding off in a yellow Pinto station wagon. When Nick was just 15, he read the entire case file and understood that there was never any physical evidence tying his father to the crime.
The strongest thing that they had was the eyewitness identification. And then you have one person who also loosely connected him to the yellow Pinto.
That's their case.
There's their case.
The prosecution's case against O'Connell was based in large part on this man, Daniel Drucker, who said he saw Frank O'Connell gun down Jay French.
How far away was the shooter from you?
If you see where that post is, that's where I was crouching, a little further over there. He was somewhere here, like this.
Days after the shooting, Drucker identified O'Connell from what's called a six-pack, or photo lineup. Dan chose number 3. A year later, he also identified O'Connell in court.
I believed they had done their jobs. They had caught the right guy.
Eyewitness identification is a major problem in erroneous conviction.
Dr. Robert Schomer, a leading forensic expert in eyewitness testimony, says six-packs have been proven to be highly fallible.
The largest source of error in eyewitness ID is the resemblance and similarity among people.
Would it be egregious to convict someone based solely on eyewitness testimony, in your opinion?
Without expert testimony, my answer would be yes, it would be egregious.
As a young child, you go, well, my dad's innocent. He's got to be getting out. You get older and you start to realize the system is not designed to correct mistakes.
You watch TV and you say, that doesn't happen. Well, it does happen. It happened to me. It could happen to anybody.
Troy Roberts joins us at the table. How strong of a witness is Dan Drucker?
He wasn't very strong, actually. I mean, he only had like 2 seconds to see the shooter, and it was a profile.
But he was so sure, though, Troy.
He was so sure, but he said he was pressured by the detectives to make a decision. And it's really difficult when you're dealing with eyewitness testimony. I mean, 50% of the time, it's not accurate.
Yeah,
so,
your expert in the piece said you really can't rely on eyewitness testimony. Why?
Because it invites comparison shopping. You're looking at all these photos, and you're just like comparing photos, and so it's really difficult. I mean, this guy only looked at the shooter for a couple of seconds. I want to know what you think. I've been dying because you know what our exchange is every morning when I come here and I say, good morning, Gail, and the first time you speak to me, it's like guilty,
yes,
guilty.
I know,
so what do you think?
But I have to say on this one, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. And normally I have an opinion on most things, but on this one, I'm very curious. I will watch 48 Hours. But let's talk about the photo lineups, how they do it. Is the best way to do it those six-packs?
No. I mean, what our expert, Mr. Schomer, says is that they should lay out the photograph one at a time. And also, the detective who's showing the photographs should not be involved in the case.
Oh, because
of the body language.
He could be biased, yes.
Right.
Thank you, Troy Roberts. Always good to see you.